Hey, I'm going to share with you a business hack that will increase your plumbing business profits by over 50%, by at least 50%. I haven't seen it do any less than 50%. All right, hey, welcome to the morning workout. Welcome to the morning workout. I'm up before the sun to get it done. I got my workout in. It was leg day. All right, got the wobbly legs now, but no old man chicken legs. All right. And that goes for you too. All right here. Yeah, the sun's not even up. I've been pushing here a little earlier. You know, we get comfortable, more comfortable. You know, and I'm blessed at this stage of my life, things can be pretty comfortable. And so it's always been our routine to get up early, at least, 5 o'clock. Done that for years. And you've heard me talk about that and other morning workouts and other stuff with MDP here. It's extremely important to your success. But it was, I you get kind of a rut and routine, and so I'm just kind of pushing it. So getting up at 4, all right, and hitting the gym. I just started my routine a little bit earlier and getting at it a little bit earlier, just to kind of break it up a little bit, all right, make it a little uncomfortable. Need something a little different, right? All right, hey, I said I want to share a hack with you that will increase your revenues, all right, your net profits even, okay? More importantly, your net profits, because there's costs associated with this, expenses that you're doing, okay? But don't do this, all right? But it'll increase your profits by more than 50%. It will also increase your revenues. I've seen it increase your revenues 2 to 3 times, all right? And it's this, all right? Well, first of all, let me set it up even more. If you're driving all over town giving free estimates, man, you're just a dead man. You're a dead man plumbing, okay? You're just a dead man plumbing, dead man driving all over town, all right, giving free estimates. You're wasting so much money. That is costing you so much money driving all over town giving free estimates. Also, by doing that, like driving all over town giving people who are looking for a free estimate, that's also the customer that you're attracting. You're attracting the free customers, all right? They're looking for something for nothing, okay? They're looking for plumbing to be repaired, at the cheapest, lowest price, okay? And that's a race, okay? You don't want to win. That's a race to the bottom, all right? And sadly, we all start out there, and sadly, there's, majority of the guys out there are doing just that, okay? They're racing to the bottom, driving all over town, giving free estimates. So what's the solution? Stop, okay? Stop it. Okay, no more free estimates. Okay, stop it. Just say no. And back in the 80s, I know that's when when Reagan was in, and his wife had the, how the first ladies always take some kind of cause on. Well, her thing was just say no to drugs. And she took a big hit on that. Of course, she's a Republican and all that, and Reagan, so they're going to take a big hit, but just say no. But it goes along the same, it is that simple. Just say no, okay? Of course, Nike, which is a liberal organization, don't get me going here. Just do it, okay? It's the same kind of concept. Just do it. You just do it. Just say no, okay? You don't have to drive all over town giving free estimates, man. Okay, so what do you want to do? All right, you want to charge a diagnostic fee, okay? All professionals charge a diagnostic fee. If you're not charging a diagnostic fee, basically you're a hack. And that's what these guys are looking for. Those types of customers are looking for, okay? They're looking for hacks. They're looking for suckers. They just want cheap, okay? And that's not a customer that you can win with, okay? You want to look for a win-win scenario, okay? And so by doing that, you want to look for a win-win scenario that you win as well. The customer wins and you win, all right? You want to charge a diagnostic fee, all right? That's the professional thing to do. First of all, by charging a diagnostic fee, okay, you're qualifying the customer. Look, and the diagnostic fee doesn't cover all your time. I talk about that in other morning workouts and, of course, other stuff in the academy. Okay, that brings up we talk about in the school, okay, my school community. Hey, if you're not involved in my school community, it's free, all right? Why not? Okay, lots of good content there, free content to help you grow a thriving, self-sustaining, very profitable plumbing business, okay? You simply go to milliondollarplumber.com/school, all right? But anyways, all right, we talk about this kind of thing of qualifying the customer, because if the customer is not willing to pay $49 or risk $49, because how you set it up, we have a $49 diagnostic fee. However, we waive that, you know, if we do any work whatsoever. And if the customer is not willing to risk that, okay, even though you're giving it back, okay, you're not even going to charge them if you do any work. If they're not willing to do that, okay, they're not serious about getting the job done, okay? So you're driving out, okay, spending all that time, at least an hour. That's at least a lost hour. In most plumbing businesses, it's costing you over $150 an hour just to operate, okay? Sadly, a lot of you guys aren't even charging $150 an hour, okay? And that's why it seems like it's one step up, two steps back, okay? But if you're just a guy in a truck here, you know, in North America, if you're a guy in a truck, US and Canada, all right? If you're a guy, just simply a guy in a truck, and you have a plumbing business, it's costing you at least $150 an hour to operate, okay? So when you're driving out to go to someone's house, okay, for free, and they give them a lowball price, and they're just going to wait, you know, and show that to the next guy that comes in and give them a lowball price too, all right? Okay, that's costing you at least $150 an hour. You do that all day, and you see how, you know, it's cost you $500 or $600, $700 or more just to drive around town. Okay, you paid that out of pocket. All right, that is silly. All right, man, that's stupid. All right, you don't have to charge, or you don't have to do free estimates. Okay, I know we've been conditioned that. You think, well, I'm gonna lose customers and all that. No, you're gonna gain. You're gonna gain great customers. You're gonna gain 5-star customers, because you're gonna have customers that are looking for what you're offering. All right, okay, which is really getting their day back, the experience, okay, solving the problem, getting them back, you know, back in the hot water, making that leak go away, or whatever, okay, that new faucet working, okay, whatever it is. It's a win-win situation, okay? They're not looking for just the bottom dollar. So there we go. That's one of the biggest things. You do that right now, okay? Right now, that's one of the first things we work with our clients, and you know, they get them to charge a service call fee. It's the biggest thing you're going to push back, and you probably aren't going to do it because you don't have any skin in the game. You're not paying. You're not paying to be one of the clients. You know, with our clients, they pay, you know, being part of the Success Academy and learn everything you need to know to have a thriving, self-sustaining, and a very profitable plumbing business. So when you have skin in the game, you're going to go, okay, I'll do it, Richard. I'll do it. Okay, let me try it for 30 days. I always like to say, just try it for 30 days and see what happens. Every single time, what happens is they wind up making more money. All right, their average ticket, you know, doubles, even triples. Okay, they have more money in the bank, okay, by charging a diagnostic fee, and they haven't lost any customers. In fact, they find out they have happier customers. That's the big surprise. I got happier customers. I got 5-star customers. They're happy to pay me, right? Because you're going after the right customer. You've qualified them. So try that, okay? All right, do it. You probably won't, because you feel you've been conditioned so hard to. We got to drive all over town giving free estimates. We just got to do it, okay? But you don't. All right, you don't. There's a difference between being, you know, just out here just owning your job versus, you know, being having a multi-truck, multi-million-dollar, you know, thriving, self-sustaining, and very profitable plumbing operation. All right, owning this asset. All right, that's the gold mine I'm talking about, and it starts just as simply as qualifying the customer by charging a diagnostic fee. All right, there we go, man. That's my 2 cents for today. All right, you know what to do now. Get out there, be dangerous. Okay, and as always, plumb like a champion.